three mystics became very famous in old Russia. They became so famous that the eldest priest there was jealous of the three mystics because slowly people had stopped coming to the church. The crowd of people had completely disappeared from the church. Now, all the people had started going to those three mystics. The head priest there thought, "Who are these three who have become saints while I am there?" Because there is a custom in Christianity that unless the church recognizes a person, he cannot become a saint. The pastor became very worried because the popularity of the church was decreasing day by day among the people, but one day it reached the limit. The pastor was sitting in the church for the whole day, but not a single person came to the church. The priest's anger knew no bounds. He decided that he will not spare those three mystics today. "Today, I will teach a lesson to all three of them." He dressed up in his entire pastor's disguise, put on a gold crown, took in his hand a gold stick bearing the emblem of the head priest, and went on to meet the three of them. All three of them used to live on the other side of a big lake. The priest reached across the lake in a boat. After walking a little further, he saw three straight men sitting under a big tree. All three of them were sitting cross-legged quietly under that tree. The priest reached him and said, "Are all three of you those famous saints because of which people have stopped coming to my church?" Those three said, "Saint? Oh no no. For what are we saints? We do not deserve to be saints. People here keep saying that we are all three saints. I don't know who spread this false rumor, after hearing which crowds of people come here. Every day we tell them not to come here, but the more we refuse, the more the crowd is increasing. We are troubled by this crowd, we do not like this crowd, we want to live in solitude. It is good that you have come, now you save us from this crowd." Hearing this, the priest delighted. He started thinking that these are very naive people. "I will bother them a lot, today, I will go by teaching them a lesson." The priest asked, "But what do all three of you do?" They said nothing, just sat under this tree and kept praying to God. The pastor asked, "Where is the Bible?" All three of them bowed their heads. The priest asked what happened. They said, "What to tell you, all three of us are illiterate, we do not know how to read, what will we do even after keeping the Bible?" Hearing this, the priest became even more happy, thinking that they are illiterate, yet they have fooled so many people. "I will destroy them and insult them in front of the whole city." The priest asked, "Then how do you pray, will you remember the prayer?" Hearing this, all three of them bowed their heads again. The priest asked what happened now? "Why did you bow your head down again?" They said, "What to tell, it is a great shame to tell you that we do not even know prayer." The priest said in surprise, "What? Do you not even know to pray?" The three of them shook their heads in no. The priest said, "Then how do all three of you pray?" He said that the prayer of your church is very long and wide, we could not remember it from the illiterate villagers, and then there is no point in reading it wrong, so after much thought, after a lot of calculation, we have created a prayer of our own. Hearing this, the priest cried loudly, "Have you made up your own prayer? Prayer is universal, it is written in the scriptures, it is thousands of years old, God himself had taught the prayer to Jesus, but you people made up your own prayers?" They said, "We have made a big mistake, forgive us, we uneducated poor people, we do not know anything, now the prayer you will teach us, we will do the same prayer from today, we fall at your feet, we have made a big mistake. Forgive us, and you teach us your new prayer." But curiosity arose in the mind of the pastor. He thought, "Let's see what prayer they have made." The pastor said, "First you guys tell me your prayer." They said, "No sir, there is no point in the prayer of we illiterate, don't embarrass us anymore, you teach us your prayer." But the priest did not agree, so after repeated requests from the pastor, finally they agreed to tell their prayer. They said, "We thought a lot, but we did not understand any prayer, then we remembered that in Christianity there are three forms of God, so we made our prayer on this. If you listen to our prayer, then you will laugh on us." After this they became silent, the priest said, "Oh tell me, I will not laugh." They said, "God has three forms, so we made a prayer that we are three, you even three, have mercy on us." Hearing this, that serious priest also laughed. He said, he heard many prayers in life, but never heard such prayer. He started thinking in his mind, They are very stupid people. Today I will go to make them aware of their level. These three will have to come to the church to me." All three of them said, "You leave us, teach your prayer, we will do the same from today." The pastor began to teach him the prayer of the church. They said once more, the pastor recited again, they said once more, the pastor recited for the third time, they said once more, lest we forget the pastor recited again, they said, one last time, the pastor said, "Don't panic, sometimes come to church too, slowly your life will start improving, if you come every day, you will also learn this prayer." They said, "Like your command." The pastor became very happy, he said, "Do not be afraid of you guys, come to church, I will forgive you and make people forgive you too." They said, "Thank you very much, you are a very great person." The priest thought, a mess is over, I brought these fools on the line. He started going back through his boat. The boat had just reached the middle of the lake when some people were shouting from behind. The priest and the boatman looked back, their eyes were torn apart. The three of them calling out to the pastor kept running on the water of the lake. All three of them were running on the water as if someone was running on the ground. Seeing this, the golden rod from the priest's hand fell on the boat there. Only Jesus had performed this miracle till today. The three of them came running to the side of the boat and stood and said to the priest, "You make us hear that prayer one more time, we are forgetting it. He says this is how it starts. He says this is how it starts. I say this is how it starts." Debate has started between all three of us, now we should argue or pray. "So, you make us hear that prayer one more time." The priest bowed down and took hold of his feet. And started saying, "Forget everything that you have told so far. Your prayer won and mine lost. Your prayer is the best, it is the best because it has been heard. And the truth is, it is that from now on I will pray the same as yours. I have made a mistake that I have misunderstood your prayer. While the lack was in my faith was weak, weak was my prayer. So you forgive me, it will be a big favor." Those three mystics kept on saying that you give us your prayer once more, but that pastor, silently bowing his head down, left from there. Friends, if you want to hear more such stories written by Leo Tolstoy, then you can listen to them on Cuckoo FM app. Cuckoo FM is a leading audiobook platform where you can listen to self-help books, religious books, and biographies of famous personalities in audio format in addition to stories. That too in your favorite language. If you download this app from the Play Store and subscribe for 1 year, then it will cost you 399 Indian rupees, but you can get it for only 199 Indian rupees if you use coupon code WI50. But this coupon code is valid only for the first 250 people, so don't delay. The link is given on the description and pinned comment, do check out once. This story of Leo Tolstoy teaches us that it is not necessary that the prayer we pray is taken from the scriptures, it must be very ancient, should be recognized by millions of people. If our prayer is true, if it is done from a sincere heart, then it will definitely be heard by God. Even if it is a simple prayer of 2 words. From the story of those 3 mystics, we learn that no matter what we do, we should not do it for the purpose of showing off. Whenever we do any work, our whole soul should be immersed in that work. We should have complete dedication towards that work. If we are able to do every work with this engrossment, then our success in every work is certain. As happened with those 3 mystics, they offered their prayers with such devotion that they did not pray, their soul did. Then their prayer became so true that even God could not live without hearing his prayer.